We talk about an impact player. We talk about that player that you have to account for on every down. And we probably overuse it because there's really only a handful of guys. Randy Moss is one of those guys.
Randy Moss is considered by most as the greatest receiver in NFL history. And unlike Jordan versus LeBron, his status as the best does not trigger fans. And why would they? He holds the record for most touchdown receptions in a season, the highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900-plus receptions, and is a 5-time receiving touchdown leader. And behind all this record is a man of pure toughness and athleticism. So, is he really the greatest wide receiver ever?
And he's literally impossible to defend.
Randy Moss's path to NFL stardom began with a bang on the college football scene. Before he became a big name in the NFL, he was already making waves during his days at Marshall University. His college football journey was filled with incredible moments and extraordinary talent that truly set him apart. Former Notre Dame coach Lou Holtz couldn't help but gush about Moss, calling him the best high school football player I've ever seen. In 1996, during his freshman year at Marshall, Moss left an indelible mark on college football. He didn't just break records, he shattered them. Moss set NCAA Division I AA records with 14 games featuring a touchdown catch, 13 consecutive games with a touchdown catch, and the most touchdown passes caught in a season. What's more, he established a long-lasting record for the most receiving yards gained by a freshman in a single season, racking up a mind-blowing 1,709 yards on 78 receptions. Fast forward to the 1997 season, Moss and quarterback Chad Pennington formed a dynamic duo that led the Thundering Herd to the Mid-American Conference title. Moss set a Division I-A record at the time with an astounding 26 touchdown receptions, solidifying his status as a first-team All-American. His college journey reached its peak with accolades like the Fred Biletnikoff Award for the season's standout receiver, regardless of position. Moss was also a finalist for the 1997 Heisman Trophy and received awards like MAC Offensive Player of the Year and MAC Most Valuable Player.
And I love the fact that he said he's going to torch the league, and he did.
The 1998 NFL Draft had fans buzzing with excitement. All eyes were on Randy Moss, a highly touted prospect projected as a top pick, expected to be chosen among the very best. But lingering concerns about his well-known legal troubles gave some NFL teams, even those desperately in need of a talented wide receiver.
Yes, the Cowboys passed on Randy Moss at 8. Somebody passed on him at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Loads of people passed on Randy Moss because they thought he was a numbskull.
It wasn't until the 21st overall pick that the Minnesota Vikings seized the moment they couldn't ignore. With that selection, Moss made his grand entrance into the NFL, and little did anyone know that it would set the stage for something extraordinary. In the aftermath of the draft, Moss inked a blockbuster 4-year, $4.5 million deal, loaded with an additional $4 million in tempting bonuses and incentives. What truly turned heads was the eye-popping $2 million signing bonus, a clear sign of the Vikings' unshakable belief in his untapped potential. Moss's arrival in the NFL was the stuff of dreams for football fans. In 1998, Moss played a pivotal role in reshaping the Minnesota Vikings into an offensive powerhouse, earning them the #1 spot in NFL history for single-season scoring with a staggering 556 points. The Vikings fans were tantalized by the prospect of a championship. Sadly, their dreams came crashing down in the NFC Championship game, as the Atlanta Falcons pulled off an astonishing upset, clinching victory in overtime with a 30-27 score. Moss, though, was a standout performer, racking up 6 receptions for 75 yards and a memorable touchdown in a heart-wrenching loss.
The moment when you realized he really was freakish as an athlete was the game he had on Thanksgiving at Dallas in '98.
1st and 10, Minnesota. The clock ticking down to in the 3rd quarter. They lead by 10. It's Cowboys showing blitz. Minnesota picks Randy Moss, breaks a tackle, and Randy Moss races down the sideline, and Randy Moss just outruns everybody into the end zone. He is incredible. Woodson is back. Teague is out. Robert Smith is back for Minnesota. And he is throwing it back to Cunningham, the old flea picker, and open is Randy Moss, and in the end.
Moss's electrifying rookie season left an indelible mark on the NFL landscape. He was quickly recognized for his prowess, earning a spot in the prestigious Pro Bowl and first-team All-Pro honors. The NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award was a well-deserved accolade, given his record-breaking rookie year. What's even more astonishing is that in his very first year, he found himself in the running for the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year awards, solidifying his status as a rising star in the NFL. It was a time when he continued to showcase his dominance in the NFL. But let's hone in on a specific moment in his illustrious career, the year 2003. In that remarkable season, Moss etched his name in the annals of NFL history by amassing an incredible 23 touchdown catches, a record that still dazzles to this day. Now, let's rewind to 1999, a year that highlighted Moss's extraordinary abilities. He not only secured his second consecutive Pro Bowl appearance, but also delivered a performance that left fans and critics alike in sheer amazement. Picture this: 9 receptions and an unprecedented 212 receiving yards, smashing the Pro Bowl record and earning him the coveted Most Valuable Player award. It was a performance that etched his name in the league's history books. Fast forward to the 2000 season, a year of transformation for the Vikings. Second-year quarterback Dante Culpepper took the reins, and it was a match made in football heaven. The Vikings placed their faith in Culpepper, their first-round draft pick in 1999, and the decision paid off handsomely. Moss's deep threat combined seamlessly with Culpepper's cannon arm. The Vikings charged into the season with a pristine 7-0 record, and Moss emerged as a top contender for the MVP title. He became the youngest and fastest player ever to surpass 3,000 yards and 45 touchdowns, sealing his third consecutive Pro Bowl nod and securing a place on the All-Pro team for the second time.
Hey, don't stop giving me that ball. Don't stop giving me the ball. Come on.
Moss clinched his 4th Pro Bowl selection by the season's conclusion. It wasn't just a tactical move, but also a motivational tool, a way to light the fire under Moss's remarkable talent. But Moss's journey had one more high note to hit. In the 2003 regular season, he achieved a feat shared by only one other wide receiver in NFL history, playing over 12 games while averaging more than 100 yards and 1 touchdown per contest. However, a hamstring injury in 2004 marked the end of his time with the Vikings, and he was traded to the Oakland Raiders, where he would spend his 2005 and 2006 seasons.
He was the nicest, most humble, hardworking, great guy that I've ever met.
In 2007, the New England Patriots orchestrated a move that would soon become the talk of the NFL. With the trade that brought Randy Moss into their ranks, the football world held its breath, wondering whether the veteran could still electrify the game at the same level. It was a year for the ages, one that saw Moss redefine what was possible in professional football, Moss earning the prestigious NFL Comeback Player of the Year award, affirming his status as a force to be reckoned with on the field. "I'm still in awe that I'm a part of this organization," Moss mused, the excitement in his voice palpable as he joined a team with ambitions as grand as the Super Bowl. The prospect of working under the guidance of Coach Belichick was a source of inspiration. Moss believed that Coach Belichick had the unique ability to motivate him, a belief that the future would prove true. Moss made his first appearance in the Patriots' iconic uniform in a Week 1 showdown against the New York Jets. It was a game that turned doubters into believers, showcasing Moss's Moss's incredible skills. With 9 receptions and 181 yards to his name, including a breathtaking 51-yard touchdown reception, where he left 3 Jets defenders grasping at thin air, Moss was back in the spotlight. This was just a taste of the spectacular plays that would become a weekly feature throughout the season. James Black, the NFL editor for Yahoo Sports, was quick to capture Moss's weekly heroics. He marveled at Moss's incredible one-handed grabs and his seemingly gravity-defying leaps to snatch touchdowns.
He was a freak of nature. He had great hands, could run every route, but the deep ball was everything.
In 2012, Randy Moss's illustrious NFL odyssey came to a close with the San Francisco 49ers, marking the final chapter in a career overflowing with remarkable feats. Yet his legacy transcends the cold, hard numbers of statistics, records, and accolades. Moss, the maestro of the wide receiver position, reshaped the very essence of the game. His signature blend of blistering speed, elusive agility, and a magnetic connection with the football etched an unparalleled standard, a defining benchmark for generations of wide receivers to follow.
This guy here changed the game.
The numbers, when meticulously examined, unfurl a tapestry of greatness: a staggering 982 receptions, a colossal 15,292 yards, and a jaw-dropping 157 touchdowns. These achievements merited him a well-deserved enshrinement in the hallowed Hall of Fame, a tribute bestowed upon him in 2018. Not merely a record breaker, Moss obliterated age-related benchmarks, becoming the NFL's youngest player ever to notch a century of receiving touchdowns at just 29 years and 235 days. Moss's meteoric ascent to 5,000 career receiving yards in a mere 59 games testifies to his extraordinary talent. Furthermore, his mantle holds the distinction of the highest career yards per catch average among players who have corralled over 900 receptions, boasting an astounding 15.6 yards per reception. Randy Moss was not merely a receiver. He was a revolution, redefining the essence of the wide receiver position in the captivating world of football.